Welcome back to the Zero Check Podcast, episode 113, and the first episode of 2025. Gentlemen, it's good to see you.
Woo, woo, woo. Happy to see you, Mike.
Fantastic.
I have never felt so privileged to be in the presence of four men at the same time.
Weird. I don't know how to follow that, but we can try.
Well, go ahead, try.
No,
try to follow it.
That was my attempt.
113, everybody.
Is it 113?
113,
So,
yeah. We ended the wonderful year of 2024 with episode 112. We took a break, and it felt good to take a break. But then I missed you guys so bad, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't played Pathfinder at all since we recorded the last episode.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a long
Donnie
time.
and I used to kind of have a little side game that we would play on Wednesday nights, and that one stopped. My Saturday night game that I play in with some other friends that you guys don't know, that one's kind of, not going as much anymore. I've been spending a lot more time with my son,
Nothing wrong with that.
It's probably a good thing.
Just kidding. I play when he's usually asleep. Gentlemen, I have an agenda. It is a really good agenda. And upon it is 3 items, okay? And I'm going to list them off for you. We've already really done the first item, which is welcome back, episode 113. Consider that one received and filed. The second item on the list here is 2025 podcast future goals and ambitions. We haven't talked about this beforehand. And of course, item number 3, we're going to get ourselves back to the game. The podcast future, the goals and the ambitions. Well, the future of the podcast is that we're going to keep doing the podcast. I think that's where we're at. Is that where we're at? Should we go around? Donnie, is that where we're at?
I think that's where we're at. I mean, my first goal and ambition for 2025 was to get the first recording of 2025. So we've already met expectations.
That's right.
We're doing it right now. So
We're 5 minutes in, Donnie. That's ambitious.
Exactly. I mean, but hey, that's 5 more minutes than we were before.
That's 5 more minutes than we had 5 minutes ago. Brad, is this a part of your ambitions as well? I think it is.
Like podcast ambitions or like personal ambitions?
Well, to me, they're the same.
Really? Yeah. There's a little separation there. I don't know. I miss the old squad. I miss the A-team. Like to see them again. To see what's going on with all this. Like we keep hearing about a wedding and like all this weird stuff going on in town. Like I don't know. Be cool to get back there and
who's Serial getting married to?
I don't know. We got suitoresses, or I don't know how you'd say
Suitresses.
They're lined up going out the door. I mean, everyone wants to join the team.
Most eligible bachelor.
Will Serial marry for love, or is he building a?
I've thought about
dynasty?
it, and I think it's not for love. It's more of a political situation, or more of a strengthening type deal.
Of course. This is how it used to be.
The upper class married for power, the middle class married for stability, and the lower class married for I don't know why they
Whoever
married.
lived down the street.
Yeah, whoever lived next door,
Or
right?
convenience.
tax breaks.
Convenience. There you go.
Tax
Love
breaks.
was probably in there somewhere. But actually, I was reading something today on there's debate around how when did romance start to really be a thing in terms of human relationships, because of so much of the power and stability and those kind of things that marriage drove. So kind of interesting. Yeah. Sorry.
Wow.
Going a little tangent there.
We just keep hitting these walls.
But no, yeah, that's my thinking behind Serial. Goals and ambitions. I like continuing the podcast. I'd like to get another at least 50 episodes in this year. I think we can do it.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, we'll just keep on trucking.
I would like to also continue the podcast, and I would also like to get back to the A-team.
The A team.
Although I really like the B team.
The B team is cool. Well, and the B team, B stands for backup. I mean, these are the guys that,
We don't need backup characters.
Donnie does. The rest of us, I might need one.
For sure.
Are these all Donnie's characters? Like all of our
These
characters?
are all my
are
backups. These are all the backups I have.
Oh,
just
so
ready.
we can pick from the 4 just in case.
Can I tell you something? I've been looking at what the A team's going to go do. I've been looking at, I think it's part 5 of the Kingmaker module. And there's some NPCs in part 5, which I don't think is too much of a spoiler. And there's one NPC, something bad happens to that NPC.
Oh, yeah?
And again, I don't think this is much of a spoiler because, but there's an NPC and something bad is going to happen to that NPC. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if the guys got there and it was Cormac that was there and they're like, oh, Cormac's here. And then the bad thing happens to Cormac.
No.
I thought about this.
Why would that be funny?
No.
I think
I
that'd
just
be
thought it'd be funny.
hilarious.
Now, if I was going to do this, I would have talked to Chris first, just like how Donnie and I had some comfort zone talks about 70 episodes ago or whatever it was. But I didn't approach Chris because I ultimately decided not to do it. Anyway, Brad, that conversation I had with you about Noggles, don't think about that. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. I didn't talk
Not
to him.
Noggles.
Gentlemen, I share your goals and ambitions very much. I want to do more podcasting with you, and I'd love to. I think it's a privilege to be your game master. I enjoy it very much. I don't have anything else for you. I want to play this game. We got to get this. We got to get this B team through.
We're in like a hole somewhere. We're like, let's
Recap. Oh my God, you're at the Temple of the Elk. You were dispatched here by Emiri to meet up with Jod Kavkin in the little hamlet of Olegton. You ventured to the Temple of the Elk with Jod. He led you here. Spooky things have been happening at the Temple of the Elk. The kingdom has been unable to restore the temple because of all the spooky things that are happening there. You get to the temple and you realize that there is sort of some kind of modern aqueduct sewage system that has existed all of this time beneath the pool of clear, cool water in the Temple of the Elk. You breach the grate, the sewer grate. You lead yourselves down there. You also know that there's a quickling running around. Rick Gargadilly is here somewhere. And
That guy.
I know he's here somewhere. He stabbed Jod Kavkin in between the ribs with a little dirk or something. And then he went down the flood control valve. You guys followed him down there. Noggles very brave, taking the first squeeze down those valves as well. But everyone's down here now, and you're looking at this subterranean pool. There's about a 5-foot strip of solid ground to stand on to the south and to the north. There's a metal bridge that goes across the subterranean pool. The pool is full of this green, brackish, dirty water, and there are crocodiles in the water. And gosh, there's appears to be kind of a mechanism in play. You guys turned this wheel, which opened up the grate. You see that there's some other mechanical bips and bops down here. I got to ask you guys, what do you do?
Hey, how high up is this platform we're on from the water with the crocodiles in it?
It's about 4 feet down to the crocodiles. This is about a 4-foot drop down into the water, and you're not sure how deep that water goes.
How many alligators are visible?
Roll a perception check. The first roll of 2025. Brad's first roll of 2025, everybody.
That's a natural 18. I don't know.
Yeah. You successfully count the crocodiles.
Count crocodiles.
20. That's a 24 adjusted.
That's 3 crocodiles adjusted for the accuracy of your roll.
Okay. Can we just plink away at them and kill them from here?
It's possible.
You guys want to do that so there's one less hazard?
Brad in full armor.
Huh?
Do you have your Iron Man suit on?
I'm not Mitch right now.
That's the other guy.
Oh shit!
It's the 18.
He does not have a suit of armor on.
Damn it! I'm in the wrong game. Because I was going to shove him in, but if he's not in a suit of armor,
Yeah, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Did we ever resolve
I feel like
the
Mitch would
crowbar?
handle it, but I don't think Noggles can.
No. Yeah. The crowbar's still down in that water somewhere.
The crowbar's down there as well
Yeah.
that we want to try to get back.
Yeah. I mean, I got electric arc as a spell, and I'm like, well, these alligators in water.
Just light up the water.
Yeah.
Let's do
Let's
it.
give them a little zip zap.
Yeah. So we're kind of lined up. It's not really a ledge since it's 5 feet wide, but I don't like how I feel exposed here down on the end. So I don't know if we can do-si-do and switch spots here, or we just open up on the crocodiles.
Man, I am seriously considering just jumping in that pool.
Why? Well,
There's
I mean,
3 crocodiles in there.
Yeah, and it's 4 feet, but yeah, how
You don't know how
deep
deep it is.
Like,
Yeah, that's the only thing. The only thing stopping me is how deep it is. It's the
Can
only
you?
thing
I mean,
holding
like
me
how
back.
good are you? Can you like swim and grapple? Can you rest? You're strong. You can
No.
wrestle one, right?
I can wrestle.
do you have a range attack or a range weapon at all? Like just
I don't.
I got bolos. I can trip
His
them.
vengeance has no range limit.
it's a good
That's
point.
right. Very angry all the time. Yeah, I have a bastard sword and a light hammer. That's where we're going.
I think the other thing to keep in mind, I guess, if we start messing around with these crocodiles, that or whatever his name is still running around down here.
I suppose, yeah. If we want to be stealthy, then maybe we kind of scout this area out. I foresee, or I'm just concerned about one of us getting all antsy in their pantsy and like falling off the ledge into the water, and then it's like a whole like split party situation.
I would never want to split you guys.
No.
I would never do that to you. Except for that. Remember when that harpy threw Mitch off the tower, though?
Yeah.
And he bounced on his
or
butt.
the side quests or the bonus quest games, the mini games, that we
the mini game in the Stagwords for. Yeah.
So Mike, with the roll that Noggles had and the perception check, does he if he was looking at these crocs, does he think this would be like, this is going to be a quick fight, we could just dispatch these things really quick, or like this is going to be like we're going to have to put some effort in if we want to get rid of these?
I mean, look, it would take a few minutes work, but yeah, you get the feeling that you don't know whether the crocs, if they were alerted to you, if you started plinging stuff off of them, you don't know if they could rear out of the water and try to bite you guys and drag you down into the water.
Oh,
yeah. So we may have to be like untouchable where we are, right? So that could be an issue too.
Well, yeah, I mean, and in fact, I can reveal a token to you guys. I mean, you see them down there. Let me show you the tokens, because they're big. They are large-sized crocodiles.
Oh, they are big,
and so perhaps that might help you too. And part of that is the deficiency in my description. They are large-sized animals, so you get the feeling that there is reach, so that they could swim up, they could approach, they could get out of the water.
But they're not alerted to us right now. Like they
don't appear to be. They're kind of lounging around. Okay. In fact, what you counted with your perception check were their little noses, their little nostrils up above the water.
Is it something where I could jump across them like logs?
You could, yes.
We're going to pitfall this situation.
You would gain panache.
You would get panache for that for sure.
They kind of look like Otari-sized crocodiles.
Wait. Are you suggesting that I'm reusing a token from the Otari module?
What?
Yeah. So, no, I don't think they're defenseless. But tactically, I mean, look, if you guys want to kill these crocodiles, I would think it'd be way better to not get in the water with them.
Yeah, they're probably not that dangerous. They're not wearing top hats. So
exactly.
Yeah, no top hat.
So do we want to try to sneak around and try to move stealthily anyway to not draw their attention and then just kind of work our way through here? Or do we want to try to dispatch these?
I like that. Like, let's kind of stay away from the edge and maybe cautiously move. I'm curious about, like, is this a ledge over here that's on the same level that's kind of to the east of us?
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about this. It's off into darkness right now. You haven't really gone east, but what's depicted on the map is some sort of door down in the water, and then the pathways that rim the top and the bottom of the water pool, they seem to kind of go off into darkness to the east.
Which way did Riccadelli, which way did he go?
We have no idea. We just saw him come down here.
He worked his way down there 2 to 3 minutes before you guys did. And so, I mean, he could be anywhere.
Right. He could be right behind you.
He could be waiting to push you into the crocodile water.
All right, here we go. I'm going to avoid notice, and I'm going to move to the east a bit until I come to this first landmark. But am I moving? I guess we don't really have any light source down here, do we?
I've got dark vision.
I have dark vision as well, but I know that doesn't help everybody.
No.
So we need somebody to give a light.
Not it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, sorry.
I can cast light if I need to.
Can anyone do light? Or,
I have a cantrip deck of light I can use.
Okay.
So I'll cast light on, oh my God, names. Shit. Velcro. I'm going to cast it on this weapon. What kind of weapon are you swinging?
I am using an orc neck splitter.
Okay, so like right next to the head of the axe is a little flashlight now.
Yeah, nice.
Calvaris or Calvaris, you watch as Noggles casts the cantrip upon Velcro Orlog's axe, and you guys begin moving along the southern walkway, the southern concrete walkway. You watch. Let's get the avoid notice checks, you guys. You're moving stealthily. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This will go great. Tweener, maybe.
Noggles.
What am I adding to that?
Your stealth modifier.
That's a 16 adjusted.
Oh, it's a perfectly decent roll, Brad. You're doing great in 2025. Does anyone beat a 15 or whatever that was?
Yeah, 21.
Oh, anyone lower than a 15?
Yes.
I have a 15 exactly.
I have a 14.
Okay. Look, it's not the most graceful display of moving quietly, but the crocodiles don't seem disturbed by you. They're just still lounging around in the brackish water. Cormac reaches the walkway that runs perpendicular to the length of the water. And you see it spanning across this subterranean pool to the other side that you haven't visited yet. Another 10 feet to your right, looks like there's a door inlaid into the stone carved door. If you look across the bridge to your left, there's another doorway across the pool that lines up perfectly with the metal walkway. You also see some sort of mechanism, not dissimilar from the one that you spun to open the grate. You see another mechanism across the bridge and off to your left, a little bit further to the east.
So before crossing this catwalk above 3 large crocodiles, I think I'll take a closer look at this door that's near me, still on the same side.
Sure.
And I'm going to perceive, or I guess what am I going to seek on it, or just examine it? I'm going to examine it.
Yeah, why don't you examine the door? Examine the door with the perception check.
Oh, that is a bad roll. I got a total of 9.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, it looks fine. You know, it looks operable. It doesn't appear to be locked. There is some sort of stonework hinges that look brilliant. But I will tell you this. You're not sure what the origin is of this construction. Was this created by humans? Was this created by elves, dwarves? You have no way of knowing. You think that you can push the door and it would swing into the room and you could go in.
Are there any markings or symbols on the door? Anything like that?
Make a religion check.
Oh, that's not great. Going to be a 14.
Erastil.
Oh.
But it's weird. Make a religion check on Erastil.
I should know that mod. I just used it. 4 plus 13.
13 total?
Yeah.
So we go get Jod, bring him down here. Doesn't he?
Erastil, old Deadeye. He's symbolized often by a bow and an arrow. The bow in the art that I'm looking at kind of looks similar to the stag helm, you know? And I think we talked about how it's likely that the stag helm came from the Temple of the Elk, maybe that the Stag Lord himself maybe found it here and began using it, right? Unlike many other good deities, Erastil does not send his followers out into the world to fight and to crush evil, eschewing crusades and other ventures that take his followers away from their homes. Erastil watches over those who devote their lives to family and community. He is primarily an agricultural deity, specifically focusing on those aspects of nature that either can be tamed or are of use to his followers. His domain encompasses the plants and animals that farmers, hunters, and ranchers deal with in their everyday lives. While he is a protective deity, Erastil steps in only when quiet pastoral lives are threatened. He desires his followers to live their lives in peace, with no risk of being conscripted into armies, devoured by monsters, or destroyed by magic. You know enough about Erastil to know that a proper shrine to Erastil would never have this weird sewer subterranean modification to it. This seems weird to you. And indeed, when you look at the Erastil iconography on this door, it looks twisted. It looks a little wrong to you.
Like this is the Bizarro version of Erastil.
Yeah.
Like, is it almost like an attempt at like sacrilegious, like, or is it a different deity?
I wouldn't go that far, and you're also not detecting like another deity trend. You're not detecting like a wolf in sheep's clothing situation with this. You know, you're not sitting here thinking that some evil deity is like trying to dress up as Erastil right now. It's just more that the followers themselves, the devotees here,
A little confused.
are just, there's something wrong with what's going on here. And you begin to grow curious if Jod were here. I mean, Jod is like a devotee to Erastil for sure. I mean, that's why he wants to restore the Temple of the Elk. And it begins to click into place why he was kind of disturbed that this was down here, you know?
So on seeing Velcro kind of take a closer look and examine the the carvings or scrawls or runes or whatever. Cormac thinks this warrants further study and pulls out his writing set, and he's going to try to take a archaeologist rubbing
like an etching,
of the thing.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Maybe to take back and study, or to show what's her face, Amiri, about what's going on down here.
Very good. Yeah. And I can even give you a little bit more of a description here. It is the bow and the arrow that are etched onto this door, but the arrow is pointing the wrong way. It's just, instead of pointing up, it's point like in any kind of depiction of Erastil. Yeah. It's like it got loaded into it got knocked wrong. Yeah. Like if Drykel May was here, you'd have bust out laughing.
Velcro very much wants to go through this door and see what's going on here.
Unless anyone else got some, I'm about to push this door open.
Push.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Cormac, why don't you let me open?
All right, yeah, so I kind of step aside, but I'm still close to the door. I want to get a really good look at whatever trap is about to blow up in our faces.
All right. So Velcro, is it Velcro pushing the door, or is it
pushing the door?
Calvaris? It's Velcro. Okay. Velcro lays his hands upon the door, and he begins to push the door. The door begins to move. Everybody needs to roll a perception check.
No.
I'm closing my eye. Oh, no. Natural 1.
Nice.
What a good year.
Oh, starting off good.
Anyone beat a natural 1?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if I'm going to open a door, I might as well do it blindly.
Yeah.
17.
23 for Noggles.
Ooh. Calvaris, 23. Can you beat it?
No, I got 18.
Okay.
Come on, you guys. Pick up the rolls.
All right.
Brad's having half of a good game. Everybody back off.
Okay. So here's what happens. Okay. The door begins to open. It makes this grinding stone on stone sound, kind of a zzz, okay? 3 of you guys are focused on that, but I see Noggles. He's off to the left a little bit. He's a little bit further west. You guys are lined up on this, lip to this pool. And something catches your eye. And you realize that the rope that connects the mechanism to the grate that you guys kind of came down, you're betting that Rig Gargadilli just moved up that rope and is out of here. You hear his little foot pads going, up he goes. And you see the rope swinging a little bit as if a small creature just up it and out. The others don't even notice.
I mean, we have no idea who Rig Gargadilli is, right?
No, I shouldn't say Rig Gargadilli.
Yeah.
You think the quickling that stabbed Jod Kavkin just went back up.
Okay, we did see him though, right? When he stabbed and then he disappeared. Okay.
He stabbed, he went, leave this place, and he ran down through the valve.
And he gave us a finger on the way down, remember that?
Yeah, and then he flipped you guys off.
He's kind of rude.
A little bit.
So Noggles will get everyone's attention, like, hey, that little shit that stabbed us or stabbed Jod just ran up the rope.
Yeah, so I guess Velcro, I mean, do we chase him or do we go through here? Because I guess Jod's up there unprotected, right? Like, is this guy going to go up and just slaughter Jod?
Look, if he's going to kill him, he's already killed him because that thing's quick. We're not going to get up there and save him. If he's running up there just to stab him, that dude's dead.
Does Calvaris tell us that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he's about it.
He's like, look, we're not going to get up there in time to save him, so why don't we just go through this door?
Yeah, Cormac, he's kind of torn because he's a little worried about Jod and his he had the nice quills, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he's kind of worried. He's kind of worried about that, but like he's it's almost a total fascination with what's going on with this door, just with the writings and the carvings on it. And so I kind of want to stay down here and go
guys,
through.
we need to get our story straight.
and you could end up with those quills.
I think
saying.
Velcro would
Just
say that
saying.
our companion Calvaris or Carvalis makes a great point.
So the speedy little guy killed Jod on the first stab. We didn't leave him up there alive. Like, he's already dead, right, guys?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Seems that way.
There's nothing we could do with magic healing.
That's our story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the B team.
What do you mean the A team would do this too, Mike?
The A team would have probably
What are you talking
well, well, yeah, my NPCs don't fare well in the long run.
So anyway, we started blasting.
So I guess we're going through the door.
The door now stands open between you. The light from Velcro's axe floods into a chamber.
Love that.
Stand by.
Well, I'm excited to hear what room I see. And then, oh, by the way, There's a giant monster right
there. Tokens start appearing.
That force shoves you directly back into the pool of alligators.
That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
But that's not what really gets your attention.
That's not what you most notice. More.
It's a large chamber, okay? And it's kind of interestingly shaped. There are no right angles in this chamber. As you walk in, the chamber veers off to your right and then begins to curve around into kind of an oblong semicircle. To your left, you see that there is a large dais, and on top of this dais is a representation of Erastil in like statue format. And old Deadeye kind of looks like a bearded bro, you know, like Colonel Sanders, but like Colonel Sanders, you know, his beard's too long and he's not wearing his glasses, and instead of chicken drumsticks, he's got a bow and an arrow. And Velcro, again, you're just like, what? A statue to Erastil? That doesn't make any sense. It's weird. All right.
How big is the statue? Like, could we take that with us? Is it small enough to fit in a bag?
It's like a 7/8, like life size. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little small.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
So he's like 4'8" instead of 6'2".
Well, no. I mean, he's like 6 inches too short. You know?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, you know, he's like 16% too small.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's weird. It's weird. It's not made well.
Yeah. Okay.
And like the hands are too big on him, and the feet are too big, and the beard is weird. You know, there's all kinds of problems.
So instead of avoiding notice as my exploration activity, I'm going to switch over to detect magic to see if anything's going on in here.
You detect no magic coming off of the statue. There is some occult magic off the dirt floor of this chamber.
Off the floor?
Kind of in this area. Some sort of occulty, magic crap going on.
I'm going to try to follow that up with, before we step in, I'm going to try to recall knowledge using my occultism, I guess, on the floor.
Yeah. Recall knowledge about a floor. Yeah, that's a floor that has this kind of magic.
It's got some bad vibes, man. That floor's got bad vibes.
I got a 23.
Yes.
You know, you wouldn't be surprised if there was some ghosty stuff going on here. The source of Jod Kavkin's, you know, phantasm maybe has a source here, some kind of genesis in this chamber. But you're not going to know unless you go in there.
I kind of relay this to Velcro, but I don't caution him against stepping in the room because I kind of want to see what happens.
And Velcro's kind of curious what happens too, and he's going to step forward. He's gonna step into the room, and he's going to step closer to the. He wants to get a little closer to the statue and roll any kind of knowledge check he could roll.
Okay, so yeah, you step in. You guys following him in, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll follow. I'm not going to be the second person in, but I will definitely be, third or fourth.
That sounds like Calvaris is going next.
Fucking, I'm going.
Fuck yeah.
27 on the check, by the way. For religion.
What did you do, a religion check?
Religion, yeah.
Wait, where was that statue at again?
Right here.
About where I'm at.
Let me draw it here.
It'd be weird if you couldn't draw it because it needed to be a token, like it was going to come to life.
Yeah, is that to scale? We're looking for 7/8 of a medium-sized creature.
I'm just going to walk in and stand next to you.
Hang on, let me draw it a little smaller. Let me draw it 16% smaller. Hang on.
There we go.
Good Lord.
Sorry, I don't know why that made me laugh, but it did. All right. So Velcro and Calvaris go in. Do you notice how we forgot how to say Calvaris? I've been calling him everything. All right. So you go in. You see this statue in front of you. Rig Gargadilly has run off. You think there's occulty magic coming out of the ground. Cormac, you're standing outside the door. Noggles is next to you. Noggles looks like he's about to walk in. Calvaris is standing next to Velcro. Velcro's looking at the statue. Cormac, you watch as hands begin emerging out of the dirt toward the ankles of Velcro and Calvaris. Everybody, roll for initiative.
Well, I don't like that.
Could this be a haunt?
Oh, God.
You guys have you guys been reading the rules? Good Lord.
28 for Velcro.
Go Velcro.
Can anyone beat a 28?
No, sir.
What about Noggles?
21.
That's perfectly respectable. Calvaris.
15.
Cormac.
20.
Velcro, you look down, you see the hands coming toward your ankles. Hands rise from the ground, grabbing, tearing at creatures in an attempt, you think, to drag you underground. This is a haunt. What do? Reminder, you can move around in the room. Skill checks cost 2 actions. Perception checks cost 1 action. This thing probably has a routine. There you go.
So I guess I would like to start off with, I guess I want to do a knowledge check, right? To try if I can figure out, would religion be appropriate here again?
Yeah, so you're wanting to just you want to recall knowledge using religion to see what you can figure out about this thing.
To see if I can determine anything, if I've read about it, whatever.
Yes.
Another natural 18. And that's going to be a total of 27.
Okay, so you look around the room and you see many hands all coming up. And in fact, the hands seem to be moving their way out toward the other 2 more softer creatures in your party. You think that they're, going to be in this too, if not right away, here in just a couple of moments. The hands all look very similar to you. Like they even might come from the same base creature. You know what I'm saying? Like these aren't many different hands coming from many different corpses. You think that this is one entity that is manifesting a bunch of hands. The hands themselves seem kind of incorporeal, kind of ghost-like, kind of like what we would think of as sort of a cut and paste kind of thing going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one phantasm doing all of this stuff. Nothing associated with Erastil here, but you think that your divine bond to your deity, Saren Ray, right? Mm-hmm. Could be called upon to perhaps ritually pray for this whoever this dead person is that is haunting you. Occultism may be able to be used to exorcise the spirit's anger. You do not think that any sort of attacks versus these incorporeal hands will do anything. That's what you think.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think he'll share all that, and I guess with 1 action left, I'm gonna cast shield on myself. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but that's what I will do.
Well, so your religion check to recall knowledge would have just been a single action.
Oh, it was a single action.
2 actions left.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got 2 actions. I thought that was a 2 action. So yeah,
because you didn't attempt to disable or anything.
I gotcha. So could I do another religion to try for the prey? The skill check, will that work? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get another high roll. That would be awesome, right? Let's see. Here we go. No pressure. Not as good. It's going to be a 6 for a total of 17.
Okay. Saren Ray, you picture the dawn flower in your mind. Oh, did I just get that wrong? Saren Ray's the dawn flower, right? Mm-hmm. Did I do that?
That's right.
Good?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, good. You picture the dawn flower in your mind. But the flower doesn't bloom. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. All right. Well, it's time for the Grasping Dead to do its thing. Decent roll. Let's see here. The routine here is 1 action. The Grasping Hands batter all creatures in the area, dealing damage with a DC 26 basic reflex save. Now, I like to spread the love. I do. I do think that Cormac is likely in range of this, standing on the threshold, but I think Noggles is kind of back there. So I don't think Noggles is in this, but Noggles, of course, isn't in a position to help until Noggles gets closer into the room anyway. So I'm just going to take reflex saves from Cormac, Calvaris, and Velcro.
Oh, there we're back.
There it is.
Velcro.
9.
Oh, 9?
Plus 2, what's your modifier?
What's your modifier? Do you have a modifier?
No, that's all that added together.
Oh my, okay.
Dear
Gosh,
God,
Calvaris.
18. Oh, wait.
18. Okay, and Cormac.
28.
Wait, hang on. No, it's 20. It's
Oh, it's a 20 and then 28 for Cormac. Okay, we got a pass, we got a fail, we got a crit fail. But you guys can't guess who's who. Cormac's damage first. Oh my. Total of 4 damage.
Ouch.
I rolled snake eyes on 2d6.
2d6.
All right. The failure condition for Calvaris. Oh, that's a little bit better. 18 damage to Calvaris. I don't have a good sense of your health point pools. And, oh man, you begin to get yanked underground.
What?
Yes, Velcro, on a critical failure, a creature is dragged partially into the earth, becoming immobilized until it escapes.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, you watch as Velcro gets down to his upper thighs. He just gets yanked underground. I can't imagine kind of the effect on the spine. Your spine gets compressed as you're just like
yanked.
down.
Yeah.
Let's roll some damage on here.
Let's.
24 damage.
All right.
24 damage. Kind of some
my
low
God.
dice rolls saved you.
Wow. 24 is a lot.
24 damage to Velcro. All right, and that's going to bring us to Noggles.
So what is Noggles experiencing out here? Like, does he hear the yells and the screams from, like, Velcro getting sucked into the ground? Like, does he know what's going on, or is it?
Thank you for reminding me. So I think you're in a position right now to see Cormac.
Right.
You see Cormac fighting against hands that are kind of reaching out of the door toward him. You understand the truth of the situation, which is if Cormac gets far away, he's going to get out of this, but then he can't help.
Right.
You feel like you can't help unless you get closer. But that's not what gets your attention, okay?
Oh,
Shit.
See,
Wait,
I did
there's
it.
more.
Yeah, I did it. What gets your attention is what the voices are beginning to say. And this all happens kind of at the same time, so please excuse me not describing this to you yet. Reg, help Mama,
oh.
help me. I have them for you. I'm getting them for you. Reg. That's what you hear.
Huh.
Wow.
Don't like that.
No.
Help Mama.
Who's Rig?
Right. That's the problem.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, who the fuck is Rig?
Yeah,
All right.
It's almost as if it would have been nice to have Jod Kafkin here, but it's fine.
Would have been.
You guys don't know.
Would have been nice.
Well, if he wouldn't have gotten himself stabbed.
So Noggles wants to help, but he does not want to get in there. And right now, Cormac is kind of blocking the door. I'm sure you can hear Velcro struggling in there. Gosh, do I wait? I hold my turn? No, Noggles is he's gonna walk, kind of squeeze by Cormac and get in the entrance there. And I would assume that he would see that Velcro is in some bad shape right now.
Yeah, you can see that for sure. I don't know where Help Mama came from.
Noggles is going to cast a level 2 Soothe on Velcro. That's going to give you 2d10 plus 8. Get my d10s out.
Help Mama.
That's really creepy, Mike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God, didn't somebody say have their dice out? There you go. 2d10 plus 8, so that is going to be 24 healing right back at you.
Hey, that's
sick.
almost exactly what I lost.
You also get a plus 2 status bonus to saves against mental effects for the duration. The next turn. That's my turn.
Wonderful. Cormac, you are up.
All right. So yeah, I see Velcro getting dragged down, and unlike his namesake, I want to try to unstick him from the ground. so I'm gonna move into the room, and I don't know if it's smart, but I'm close to the statue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kneel down and start chanting a counter curse. Tell these hands to go touch themselves and not my friend. I'm going to use occultism on this.
Go touch with somebody your own size.
Yeah, go touch yourself. On that check, I got a 21.
Oh, okay. You're attempting to exorcise the spirit's anger. And the voice goes, "What is this? A little boy from Mama?"
Oh, no.
I couldn't even do it.
Wait a minute.
I'm just picturing like Cormac's chant to be, no, don't touch me there. That's my no spirit.
That's a bad touch.
A little boy for Mama, she says. Not a success. Gotta roll higher.
You gotta go higher.
What?
Yeah, if that was 2 actions, I'm done this round.
Oh, no.
Calvaris.
Calvaris is going to He's going to reach down and grab Velcro and pull him out of the dirt.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me take a look here. You can set up an aid to help him with his escape check if he makes it. So I can give that to you. That's only one action, so you have 2 left over now.
All right, well, I'm going to move to here, and then I'm going to inspect the strange statue.
Okay. All right. So you kind of, it looks like you get to Velcro's other side. You take a look at the statue. You want to like roll a check or like a perception check on the statue, or what are you thinking?
I think I'm going to roll an 18 perception.
Okay.
That's adjusted.
The statue looks, again, you share Velcro's kind of like, what is this horse shit on this statue? Like, it just looks weird. It looks wrong. The scale's all off. But, you know, if you're looking for an enemy in the statue, you're not finding one. You become pretty confident that this thing is inert and isn't going to be a problem. When we roll around to Velcro's turn, you can react to his escape check by aiding him.
Okay.
And that is actually going to bring us to Velcro.
Yeah, so
let me tell you about this.
Oh, yeah.
You are immobilized until you escape. There's a difficulty class on the escape attempt. You know, escape is an unarmed attack or athletics or a acrobatics check.
I guess I'm at risk at metagame because metagame perspective, I'm immobile. Who cares? I need to do skill checks. But I think Velcro would be fighting to get out of this. Like he's getting pulled out of the ground. He's going to try to get out. So let's try an escape check. There's no way he's going to make this.
You wouldn't want to critically fail another one of these and get pulled further because you think you're halfway pulled in. You think if this happens again,
buried alive.
You go underground.
Yeah,
you could probably get a +1 to that if you had something to pry yourself out. But
like a crowbar or something. Damn it! Okay, so what am I doing?
So let's get Bill's aid check first. Yeah, so it's a DC 15. You can do any escape check skill, Bill, athletics or unarmed attack or acrobatics,
and that is a 23.
Okay. Yes, you get a +1 bonus from Calvaris pulling up on your armpit or whatever he's doing.
All right. We're going to do an athletics check. There's an opportunity here. Come on. 14 plus 8, 22 plus the aid.
22, 23. No, it's not enough.
Are you serious?
No,
that
you're
wasn't
so
good.
fucked.
Oh, no.
It's not enough.
Yikes.
Pulling on you.
We're only level 3.
Pulling on you.
Well, now he's going to pray for real because he's freaked out.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to pray all this away and come on. I said all this. 17 plus... I should remember my religion modifier by now. I've rolled it like 3 times.
You damn cleric.
It's 9 for everybody. So 17 plus 9 is everyone 26.
Success.
Yay!
You've got one of X amount of disable successes. The Dawn Flower comes to you a little bit, and you sense this entity weakening a little bit.
So maybe the grip, he feels the grip release a little bit on his ankles.
Perhaps.
Although he wasn't able to pull free. He's got a faintest glimmer of hope.
The faintest glimmer of hope. It is the Haunt's turn. The Haunt keeps saying weird, creepy stuff. Nice thighs. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get there. I'm just trying to do something weird. I'm just being weird.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I need everybody to make a DC 26 basic reflex save.
Fuck off. I can't do that.
I can't make that.
Hold on. Maybe I can.
What's my reflex?
Yeah, I can make it.
Velcro.
Is immobilized? Is that... I add that. Let me make sure.
Immobilized. I believe you just can't take move
It doesn't
actions.
mess with my reflex rating.
Oh, so you don't auto crit fail.
No, it doesn't sound like it. So 24.
It's a failure, but not a critical failure. So you're not going to get pulled down further. Noggles.
17.
Okay, a failure, but not a crit failure. Cormac.
26 on the dot.
Oh, another
Nice.
pass
Nice
from
work.
Cormac and Calvaris.
23.
Okay. So 3 failures and 1 pass. Let's do the pass damage first. 2d6 plus Snake Eyes again on Cormac. I can't believe that. 2d6 plus 7. So that's going to be 9. Half of that is another 4 damage to Cormac. Cormac is just dancing around these hands. Cannot get him. Damage for Velcro, 2d6 plus 7.
Dude,
13 damage to Velcro.
That'd be for Noggles as well, the fail?
Well, yeah, I'm just rolling the damage separately here. Let's see, 11 damage to Noggles.
Okay.
And Cormac, 12 damage.
Jesus.
No, that'd be me.
Boys. You little B-boys. Sorry. I apologize for everything. Noggles.
I don't know what the fuck to do here.
Yeah, you don't. You're a charisma character. You don't really have the religion or the occultism.
I've got nothing. This. I mean, I could throw an occultism out there and like pray for a high roll. So I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do an occultism check. No, it's not going to do it. And that was 2 actions.
Yeah.
Last action, I am going to move out of the room, move back out of the way.
Noggles, you scurry out of the room. Okay?
I don't think he scurried. I think he bravely exited the room. He did not scurry.
You bravely exit the room just in time to see some kind of figure. Just in time to see that the rope that you left from the mechanism leading up out of the grate is again moving.
Oh my God.
And like something is coming down. It doesn't look like the quickling. There's more mass to this. Something is like jostling the rope and is coming down it. And it looks really clumsy.
Can I see it?
You know something's coming, but it's like up. It's up still. Like
okay, it's up above my vision.
Something up there is manipulating the rope.
Okay.
Cormac.
This statue next to me is blasphemous. It's bullshit. Yeah. So with all my strength and might of an alchemist, I will try to push it over.
Huh. Okay.
Use 7/8 of your strength.
Use 7/8.
Yes. Maybe a little bit easier since it's only yeah. So would this be like a unarmed attack or athletics?
I think it's got to be athletics.
Athletics.
You're just pushing this thing.
Oh, now I'm kind of metagaming it. Would this take 2 actions?
I don't know.
I call it an attack. One action, honestly. If you're pushing something.
Let's do 1 action. Yeah. Let's say you give it a shot. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, even I rolled a 19, but I take -1, so 18 on. I'm trying to shove this statue, trying to topple it over.
Okay, so it kind of rocks back and forth, and you're like, this thing isn't even built into the stone. What is this horse shit? And it kind of begins to, what's the word? Kind of oscillate around. Is that it?
Wobble.
Like it's kind of wobbling around on its base. And then the voice of the grasping dead is like, says something weird to you. It's like a little boy with this little toy. What are you doing? Like, something like that. I don't know. It says something weird. I didn't really picture this for myself tonight, but this is where this went.
But this is where we're at.
This is where we're at. A little boy with this little toy. What are you doing, little boy, with your toy? That's what the voice says. You got 2 actions left, and this thing is like.
While it's kind of wobbling around, I'm going to try to do an occultism check to see if I can help out Velcro there. And I got a 15.
Oof, 15 total. I was going to give you a +1 wobbly bonus, but a 16 isn't going to do it either.
Dang it.
But I like bonus. I like to have fun with the bonuses,
I'm doing it. Zero checking.
Yes. Oh my God. You get weird right back at this lady. What's the weirdness that comes out of your mouth?
I don't know. I play with toys all day long, so this is fine.
Rig, come help your mama. And the hands, they go back down out of the ground, and Velcro, you feel the hands leave your ankles, and ascending out of the ground, you, the players, would know this to be the dancing lady.
Fuck off.
The ghost of the dancing lady.
The ghost of the dancing lady.
The ghost. Remember, because she became a ghost and she seeped into the wall and left after you defeated her all those episodes ago.
And her and Rig are back together.
But he ditched her. He's out of here. He just like he did before. He's gone. The dancing lady, you see her weird, it's like she chews her own lips off as her vision presents itself to you. She's got these just like these gummy teeth that just show through, and they're kind of sharpened, bloody clothes on, blood slicked hands and feet and skinned knees and shins. And she is exercised by the playful talk of one Cormac O'Cannon, with a good dose of help from the Dawnflower conduit Velcro Orlog.
Awesome.
And the room goes quiet, except it doesn't for Noggles.
Guys,
because
there's something out here.
The rope is being manipulated. It's shaking. And Noggles, you have but precious moments to take one action. What do you do?
Do I hear the conclusion of the fight inside? Do I know that it's safe to go in that room?
Yeah, you heard Cormac in there getting jiggy with it a little bit, and you know that it's okay.
So I'll run back into the room, see the dancing lady. What the fuck is that? And there's something coming down the rope. And
she disappears and is gone.
But since I've got dark vision, I want to be able to have a line of sight. So can I, from the hall that I'm in right now, can I see where the rope is?
You can.
Okay. So I want to stay
what
here.
You see coming down the rope is this sort of interesting sight. You see what appears to be a skeleton. Okay. And a skeleton that's kind of hand over handing on the rope a little bit. Let's see how the skeleton does. Oh, the skeleton does good. Skeleton is hand over handing on the rope. And there's this like purple cloak coming down off of the skeleton. And the cloak hangs very weird on the skeleton's shoulders, like the bones, like the clavicle and the shoulders of the skeleton really show through. There's like golden borders on this cloak. And the skeleton, it's kind of got like kind of Day of the Dead carvings, colorful carvings along the bones of the skeleton, carvings on the cheekbones, on the forehead of the skeleton, golden and red and purple, like geometric shapes, and the eyes glow, and the mouth hangs half open, and the skeleton hand over hands down and is like, "Rrr." And then following behind the skeleton, attempting himself to rappel down the rope, is Jod Kavkin, up and around. Jod Kavkin's about to make an important athletics check. I think it'd be pretty funny if he fell down into the alligators. I guess we're going to find out. I want to
say it's going to be Jod Wick coming down here to save the fucking day.
Jod Wick. Gentlemen, I will see you in episode 114.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is fun.
Good times.
It's good to be back.